yum, yum. I'm going to eat my glowing Jello. Oh, hello, children. Welcome to the lab. We're going to have spooky science fun. Today, I'm getting ready to eat my glow-in-the-dark Jello. Do you want to learn how to make this too? I should say, it's not really glow-in-the-dark exactly. It's fluorescent. Do you know what that means? This Jello glows under a black light. Do you know what that means? Huh? A black light is what we call a light that is UV, ultraviolet. You can't actually see ultraviolet rays. Some insects can see UV, but we can't. Isn't that amazing? UV is at the end of the spectrum. You know, the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Those are all the colors we can see. But after violet comes ultraviolet, UV for short. This is what we use to make glow-in-the-dark posters glow. Oh, there I go again. They're not really glow-in-the-dark. It's not like they can glow on their own. What happens is fluorescent paint absorbs the UV light. Then a different color of light comes out that we can see. That's how our fluorescent Jello works. It's because of one very special ingredient. Do you know what it is? Let's look at all our ingredients and see if you can pick it out. We have a cup of boiling water, tonic water, Jello, a jar, a bowl, and a spoon. So what do you think? Which one of these is fluorescent? Is it the water? No. Is it the jar? No. Is it the Jello? Maybe. No. That's silly. Regular Jello isn't fluorescent. I know. It's the tonic water. What is this stuff anyway? Tonic water is a very bitter drink. Grown-ups like it for some reason. I don't know why. It contains a very special ingredient called quinine. This is the ingredient that is actually fluorescent. If you shine a black light on it, it glows blue. So the quinine absorbs the UV that we cannot see and then releases a different color light that we can see. Haha, so neat. Okay, children, now let's make this very special spooky Jello. First, pour the Jello powder into the bowl and then very, very carefully add the cup of boiling water. You could let a grown-up do this part because it's very, very hot. It's boiling. Stir slowly with the spoon for about 2 minutes until the Jello is completely dissolved. Next, we're going to add our tonic water. Add a cup of this very, very special ingredient. Stir slowly. Okay, we're done. Well, almost. Let's pour it into something. You can pour it into a jar or some kind of fun mold you get at a party store, like a skeleton or something. That would be pretty neat, yeah. Now we put it into the refrigerator and wait for it to get hard. This takes a long time. Like hours. It's ready. Time to watch it glow. First, notice nothing is happening. It doesn't glow on its own. That's why we shouldn't call it glow-in-the-dark Jello. It's fluorescent Jello. So remember, that means we have to shine UV light on it for a while to charge it up. Then we'll turn off the light and it will fluoresce. Let's do it. Don't look at the UV light. When you do this at home, children, UV is very, very bad for your eyes. You can ask a grown-up for help with this part. They can't look at the UV light either. Just look away. Now I think we're ready. Let's turn off the lights and see. Wow, it's glowing. It's so spooky. I'm going to take a bite. Ugh, Oh, that is truly terrible. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Ugh, that is so bitter. Children, that is not good to eat. We need some whipped cream or something. I'm serious. That is just awful. Who thought that was a good idea? Oh, blech. Ugh. Ugh.
Which animals do you think of at Halloween? There are certain animals that are associated with Halloween for their spooky appeal. A common theme these animals share is they are nocturnal, meaning they are active during the night. They are also predators, which means they hunt for food. Here are 8 animals that creep right in with Halloween. 1. Owls. This watchful bird with giant eyes has the perfect mysterious quality for Halloween. Some cultures that celebrate Halloween believe witches can turn into owls to cause mischief. And some people think the owl's hooting sounds like the laughing cackle of witches. Whether owls are flying, cackling witches or not, they are very helpful in keeping the rodent population under control. At night, owls like to come out to hunt for small animals like mice. Owls are great hunters because their flight is silent, they have excellent eyesight and very sensitive directional hearing. They also have powerful talons, or claws, that are great for catching their prey. 2. Rats. Of course rats are on this list of spooky animals. They are most active during the dawn and dusk. Rats are known for sneaking through walls. Their tiny scratching was believed to sound like ghosts. Spooky! Not only are they heard scurrying around houses, they can also fit through very small holes. Some rats can fit through a hole the size of a quarter. Rats also look spooky because of their big, sharp teeth and their long, hairless tail. Rats are avoided by most humans because they are known for carrying diseases, or having parasites on them like fleas that can also carry disease. But some people have rats as pets. What do you think? Would a rat make a good companion? 3. Bats. Bats are associated with vampires. Vampires are evil mythological beings that roam the earth at night looking to suck the blood of humans. Bats are flying mammals that fly around at night looking for food too, but most bats like to eat insects. Some bats eat fruit, and others do eat small animals. Bats are pretty amazing creatures. They are the only mammals that have true flight. The largest bat is the giant golden crown flying fox bat. These bats can have a wingspan of up to 1.7 meters. Bats also have evolved to have amazing hearing. They use echolocation. Bats emit high-pitched sounds that bounce off of objects and send echoes back to the bats. From these echoes, bats can determine the size of object and how far away it is from the bat. Pretty incredible, huh? Bats are pretty cute up close and are pretty harmless. If you look close in caves, trees, and under bridges, you might find them sleeping upside down. Some bats are solitary, while others live in groups of hundreds to millions of bats. I'm glad they're bats and not vampires. 4. Cats. Why are cats associated with Halloween? How can this be? Many of us have cats as sweet, cuddly pets all year long. How can our little furry friends be spooky? Cats' association with Halloween may date all the way back to the ancient Egyptians. Egyptians have always loved cats and even had a cat-headed goddess named Bastet. This goddess and her temple cats were associated with nighttime. Bastet would have a nightly battle with the serpent of darkness, the sun's enemy. So every day when the sun rose, it meant Bastet had won. Go cats! Cats sleep about 14 hours a day. When not sleeping, they are fantastic hunters. They have great hearing, a keen sense of smell, and can see 6 times better in the dark than humans can. When they hunt, their back paws step in the same spot as their front to minimize their noise. Watch out! They're also very cute. 5. Spiders. Spiders were believed to be evil companions to witches, and in spooky places like graveyards, dense forests, caves, and other dark places, you're pretty much guaranteed to find a spider. After all, there are about 70,000 species of spiders in the world. They're everywhere. Most spiders love to cast webs in dark places, but where they like to live depends on the species. Halloween folklore also deems spiders magical for their web-casting abilities. There are 6 different types of webs. 2 that are associated most with Halloween are the orb weaver web and the cobweb. Orb weaver webs are the most familiar looking. They have spokes like a wheel and a spiral design. The other kind of web we see a lot in Halloween decorations is the cobweb. Cobwebs are super sticky and messy. They are often found in the corners of basements and other storage places. Several different kinds of spiders make cobwebs, including the harmless tiny brown common house spider that likes to eat flies, mosquitoes, and other pests. That's not so bad, but another cobweb maker is the venomous black widow. Look out! 6. Ravens. Ravens are associated with witches and were believed to be bad people or evil spirits reincarnated into these big black birds. According to folklore, if someone spots a raven, it means something bad is about to happen. Uh-oh. Ravens are one of the smartest animals. Ravens use tools and gestures like primates. They have been seen pointing with their beak to show other ravens what they're looking at. They will also hold up objects to get another bird's attention. Ravens have been seen practicing empathy with each other, consoling a raven after it's lost a fight. They can also recognize faces. In fact, if they don't like a person, when they see them, they'll begin making a fuss. So don't upset a raven. 7. Wolves. In European folklore, a werewolf is a man who turns into a wolf at night and hunts people and animals. In some werewolf stories, the man could turn into a wolf at will. In others, he was cursed to turn into a werewolf under a full moon. Werewolves are probably not real, but wolves are. Wolves are the biggest member of the Canidae family, which includes dogs, coyotes, dingoes, and foxes. Wolves travel in packs. A pack can have 2 to 3 animals or 10 times as many. There is often an alpha male and female pair to lead the pack. Wolves use facial expressions to communicate with each other and maintain pack unity. We understand more about wolves now, but still find their howling to be pretty spooky. Eight, toads. Like bats, cats, rats, ravens, and spiders, toads are associated with witches. Witches sure do have a lot of animal friends. Folklore says that when hunting for a witch, toads would be nearby. This animal's warts are also to be blamed for being spooky. In the Middle Ages, people with warts were believed to have touched a toad. Yuck. Toads' warts are one way to tell a toad apart from a frog. Toads have drier, leathery, wart-covered skin and shorter legs. They can also live farther away from water. Like these other Halloween animals, toads are nocturnal. They burrow beneath the earth during the day, coming out at night to catch insects. Those are 8 animals associated with Halloween. Which animal did you find the spookiest? Which one the cutest? Did we leave out any spooky animals? Let us know in the comment section below. We want to know what you think.
Well, hello there, children, and welcome to the lab. Did you hear that? What is that? It was me! It was me all along! Oh, you should have seen your faces, children. You thought someone was sneaking up on me, didn't you? But actually, it was this spooky sound maker that made that noise. I made it myself. Would you like to make one too? Let's make one together. First, you need to get all your spooky materials together. We're going to need a long string or piece of yarn, a paper clip, a cup, and a damp sponge, or paper towel. Oh, and something sharp and pointy, like a very sharp pencil. Just be careful and don't poke yourself. Now let's get building. First, I'm going to poke a very small hole in the bottom of this cup. Oh, now it's not good as a cup anymore. But it's going to be very good for making spooky sounds. Next, we'll thread our long string through the hole. This is hard. It's very hard, children. Let me just put this in. Ah! This is so hard because the hole is so small. Just stay calm and keep yourself together and try again until you get it poked through. Now, we don't want to pull the string all the way out of the cup. That would be silly. What would be the point of that? No point at all. Okay, what we really want is to keep one end of the string attached to the other side of the cup. That's where the paper clip comes in handy. Tie the short end of the string to the paper clip. Very good. Now pull the string taut. Taut is another word for tight. Perfect. This is looking really good, children. Now what's left in our materials? Oh, that's right. We have a damp sponge or a damp paper towel. Do we need to clean something up? No. We're going to use this to rub against the string and make spooky noises. Watch. Oh, very spooky. Sounds like a creaking door or someone walking on a creaky staircase. Spooky. Ooh. Which do you like better, children? The sponge or the paper towel? Let's try them both and see what you think. I don't know. I like them both. They're both so creaky. But you know what, children? Neither of these would make any noise without one special ingredient in our spooky sound maker. Do you know what that is? It's the cup. That's right. This simple little cup is the key to making a spooky sound maker. You see, children, if we rub the string on its own, I don't hear anything. But the cup makes the sound much louder, so we can hear it. This is because the cup is amplifying the sound. It's making it louder. Boo, boo, boo. When we rub the string, it vibrates. The vibrations travel through the air as waves. When they hit your ear, some special parts inside your ear start vibrating too. That's what lets you hear sound. But if the vibrations are too small, we can't hear them. An amplifier, like this cup, makes the waves get bigger and bigger. They add up together until they're big enough for us to hear them. Listen. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. You can also use this spooky sound maker to make sounds like a chicken. It's multi-purpose. Now go out there and have fun with spooky science, my friends.
Hello, children! It's that time of year again. It's almost Halloween and Dia de los Muertos. Everywhere you look, there are pumpkins, ghosts, skeletons, candy skulls.
Did someone say my name?
Oh, hello, Scully!
Hello, Rita. I'm a skeleton.
Yes, I know.
Everyone has a skeleton inside.
That's right, Scully. Your bones give your body its shape and help you move around.
We just be like a floppy jellyfish without our skeleton.
Our skeleton also protects our internal organs, like our heart and lungs.
And our skull protects our brain. Everyone has a skull to protect our brains.
On Dia de los Muertos, one way we celebrate is by eating candy skulls. You may even find one with your name on it.
My name is Scully, but my skull isn't made of candy. It's made of bone.
Scully, I just had a thought. We talk about our skull as if it's one thing, but it's actually made up of a lot of different bones. How many bones are there in your skull?
There are 22 bones in my skull.
Oh my! That's a lot of different bones!
Let me tell you about my beautiful skull bones.
Okay.
There are 8 larger bones on the top that make up the cranium.
Yes, the cranium is the top part of the skull that protects the brain. 22 minus 8 leaves 14. What do the other 14 bones do, Scully?
The other 14 bones are the facial bones. They're what make your face look like your face.
Oh, so your skull looks different from a friend's skull.
Yes, Rita. If your face looks different from your friend's face, that means your skull looks different underneath.
How fascinating! So beauty is not just skin deep.
Of course not. Skeletons are very beautiful.
Right. You're right, Scully. Now, tell me more about your skull. Does it grow like other bones?
Actually, babies are born with very large skulls. They are almost full-sized, so they don't have to grow as much as your other bones.
Babies do seem to have very large heads. The rest of their body has to catch up.
See these seams where the bones meet? Those are called sutures.
Oh, like what a surgeon uses to close up a wound.
Those connections are very soft when you are a baby. This is because your brain grows faster than your skull.
It's true. Humans grow big brains compared to their bodies.
These soft gaps allow your skull to squish a little bit when you are being born.
Oh, yes. That's why babies sometimes have to wear a little baby-sized helmet to help their skull get back to the right shape after they're born.
There's a big suture on the top of the head when babies are first born. A soft spot called the fontanelle. It closes up around age 2.
That's right. We need to be very careful with this soft spot on the top of babies' heads.
Did you know there are actually several spots on the baby's skull that are soft like this, and we call them all fontanelles? But that one on the top in the front is bigger than the others, so that's the one people talk about the most.
Oh, you're right, Scully. Those other smaller fontanelles close faster. There are other holes in your skull that don't close. Isn't that right, Scully?
That's right, Rita. I'm so glad you are an enthusiast for facts about the skull like I am.
Yes.
Now about these permanent holes, they are called foramina, and that's where blood vessels and nerves enter.
Well, that makes sense. We don't want our brain completely sealed off in our skull. Your brain has to communicate with the rest of the body, and it needs to receive nutrients so it can do its job. The brain does a lot, you know. It's awesome!
Yes, the brain is very important. It controls the rest of our body. We have to protect our beautiful brains and our beautiful skulls.
That's why we should be careful to wear a helmet when we ride a bike or play football or do other activities where we might fall and hit our head.
Ouchie, ouchie!
That would not be awesome!
Rita, did you know that there's only one bone in my skull that I can move?
No, Scully, I didn't know that. I guess I never thought about it. So when you talk, you only move one bone?
That's right, Rita. The mandible. That's what you call the jawbone. See this big bone here that holds your lower teeth in place?
Oh, I see. Yes, you move that bone when you talk.
And when you chew your food.
You don't move your top teeth?
No, touch your mouth and see.
Amazing! I had no idea! Scully?
Yes, Rita?
I know this might be an awkward question, but where is your nose?
Skeletons don't have noses.
Yes, but why don't you have a nose?
It's gone.
Yes, but why?
Because noses are made of cartilage.
Oh, that explains it. Your skeleton is all made of very hard bone, but cartilage is soft and spongy.
I miss my beautiful nose.
Oh dear.
Whimper, whimper. Nobody knows how much they love their nose until they don't have it anymore.
Well, there is something where your nose would be. What is that?
It's the vomer.
Oh!
Rita, do you know what the vomer is?
No, what's the vomer?
It's the bone in the middle of your face that separates the left and right nasal cavities.
Oh, I see.
The mandible and the vomer are the only single bones in your face. All the rest of your facial bones come in pairs.
Oh, so your face is symmetrical.
What is symmetrical, Rita?
Well, if you draw a line down the middle of your face, each side looks like a mirror reflection of the other.
Oh!
We find symmetry very beautiful.
Yes, my skull is very beautiful. That's why everyone wants to decorate with skulls for Halloween and Dia de los Muertos.
I'm not sure about that, Scully. I think it might be to remember people who have died.
Yes, we remember how beautiful their skulls were.
How does your family celebrate Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, children? Tell us about it in the comments.
Remember your beautiful skeleton this holiday season.
Now it's time to watch another video about science from Socratica Kids.
We love animals, but some of them are downright spooky looking. Ooh! Let's dive deep into our planet's oceans, deserts, and forests to find and learn about some of the strangest looking creatures. Here are 13 spooky animals you may not want to have over for dinner. 1. Tarantula. Blue! Tarantulas are found in the rainforest and jungles in many parts of the world. The name tarantula comes from Taranto, a port in southern Italy. In ancient times, when a person in Taranto was bit by a tarantula, they would do a frantic dance to sweat out the venom. However, this wasn't necessary because the venom of tarantulas is too weak to be harmful to humans. It's understandable why people from ancient Italy would be afraid of these spiders. Tarantulas are one of the largest spiders with long, scary fangs. They hunt at night and pounce on their prey. 2. Vampire bats. Vampire bats live in dark caves, mines, hollow trees, and abandoned buildings. You can find them in Central and South America. They drink the blood of other animals to survive. Rather than sucking blood like make-believe vampires in scary stories, vampire bats make a small cut on their victims and lap up their blood. They especially love to drink blood from cows, horses, pigs, and birds. 3. Goblin shark. Oh, no. Scientists don't know much about this incredibly spooky-looking fish because it lives at the bottom of the ocean. However, we do know that goblin sharks can grow over 10 feet long and up to 500 pounds. They're a slow-moving creature that quietly approaches their prey. When their dinner starts to dart away, that's when the goblin shark strikes. This is no ordinary shark bite. Get this. The goblin shark sticks its jaw all the way out of its mouth and snatches up its victim. 4. Hyena. Yee! Hyenas live in Africa. They look a little like badly dressed dogs. Hyenas are known for eating the leftovers of other predators, like lions. However, hyenas are great hunters too, and can be found hunting in packs. They have powerful jaws, perfect for chomping up bones. Spotted hyenas are known as laughing hyenas. They communicate in spine-tingling cackles that can be heard for miles. 5. Black widow spider. Ooh. Black widows are one of the most poisonous and dangerous spiders in North America. Most black widows are black and can usually be identified by a red hourglass shape on their abdomen. Not all black widows have a red hourglass though, so it's best to stay away from all black spiders. A bite from a black widow can be deadly if not treated promptly. This spider is known as the black widow because the female spiders often kill and eat their male partners, leaving them without a mate. Now they're a widow. 6. Crows and ravens. What are all these creepy blackbirds? Crows and ravens live in many parts of the world but are very common in North America. Can you tell them apart? This can be hard because they are both big black birds. Here are some ways to tell the difference. Ravens are larger than crows and often travel in pairs. Crows travel in large groups. Crows give a cawing sound, while ravens give off a lower croaking sound. Still not sure? Look at their tails. Crows' tails look like a fan. Ravens have longer middle feathers in their tails, so they appear wedge-shaped when open. Both crows and ravens are known for being very intelligent. 7. Star-nosed mole. Ugh, what is that? Star-nosed moles are native to eastern North America. They're one of the most distinctive types of mammals, known for having 22 pink fleshy tentacles around their nose. Like other moles, the star-nosed mole is found in moist climates, burrowing and digging a network of underground tunnels. When digging, the tentacles are held over the mole's nostrils, preventing dirt from getting into their nose. They also cover their nose when eating. When this creepy-looking mole forages, it uses its tentacles to feel its surroundings. The tentacles move very rapidly. They can touch as many as 12 objects per second. 8. Camel spider. Oh, no. Camel spiders are found in desert regions of every continent except Australia and Antarctica. They are not actually spiders like tarantulas. They are a different kind of arachnid. Camel spiders can run up to 16 kilometers per hour, about the speed of a squirrel. If that isn't scary enough for you, their jaws make up a third of their body. Ugh. Luckily, they don't eat humans. They prefer something more bite-sized, like mice. Run, little mousies! 9. Lamprey eel. Ugh. The lamprey eel is a long, narrow fish that can spend part of its life in the salty sea and part of its life in fresh water. They can be found in most oceans. Lamprey eels are jawless fish. They are recognized by their large mouth filled with circular rows of teeth. They capture other fish and suck their blood and other bodily fluids. Ooh. When they're tired, they can also use suction to stick to rocks to take a break from swimming. They often do this when migrating from the ocean to fresh water. 10. Vultures. Ugh. Vultures live in every part of the world except Antarctica and Australia. They're known as nature's garbage cleaners because they eat dead animals. When predators are finished with their meals, the vultures clean up the leftovers. They have long, strong wings that let them fly for hours searching for food. When vultures eat, they gobble up as much as they can because they never know where their next meal is coming from. Vultures have a special creepy trick to get away from predators. They'll vomit on the animal that's bothering it. This also makes the vulture lighter, so it's easier to fly away. 11. Mata-mata turtle. What? The mata-mata turtle has a very rough, flat shell. It looks like a large, rocky oval. The mata-mata has an unusual head. Like its shell, the mata-mata head is rough and flat. This turtle's head is triangular shaped with a long, pointy nose. Their snorkel-like nose allows the mata-mata to lie fully submerged in water while still able to breathe. Mata-mata turtles have excellent hearing and sense of touch. However, they have very poor eyesight. 12. Scorpion. Ugh! Scorpions can be found everywhere in the world except the South Pole. These predators are closely related to other arachnids, like tarantulas and camel spiders. Scorpions have 8 legs, a pair of pincers, and a narrow tail that curves over their back. On the end of their tail is a venomous stinger. There are over 1,000 species of scorpions. But don't worry, only a few dozen kinds of scorpions can kill a human. Still, with pincers and a stingy tail, they all look terrifying. 13. lemur. Huh? Lemurs can only be found in the forest of Madagascar, an island off the coast of Africa. These are nocturnal creatures. During the day, they sleep in trees and hunt for food at night. Lemurs like to eat nuts, fruits, and grubs. They have very distinct bony fingers, big yellow eyes, and a bushy tail. Scientists originally thought the lemur was a rodent like a squirrel, but they are actually primates. That's right. Primates include monkeys, gibbons, and even humans, along with these strange-looking creatures. They're like a distant cousin to us. Those were a few of our favorite spooky animals. Which one did you think was the spookiest? Did we talk about your favorite spooky critter? maybe favorite isn't the right word. What kinds of creepy animals should we talk about next? Let us know in the comments. We want to know what you think. Now it's time to watch another video about animals. Owls are fascinating birds. Unlike the everyday songbirds, crows, and pigeons you see everywhere, owls are elusive. You really have to go looking for them. You'll recognize their big head, large eyes, and flat face. Owls are also known for their unique hooting. Many birds chirp and caw, but owls hoot, hoot. They also have unusual ways of hunting for their prey. Owls can be found all over the world except Antarctica. It's too cold there. Let's learn more incredible facts about owls. Also, we have a game for you. This is Bertie, Socratica Kids' mascot. Who's an owl? Keep an eye out for him during the video. You might just see him hiding in the background. There are over 200 species of owls that are broken down into 2 families. The families are Titanidae, commonly known as barn owls, and Strigidae, which is commonly referred to as true or typical owls. Most owls are true owls. Only 20 species of owls are barn owls. Barn owls can be spotted by their long, heart-shaped faces. They also have long legs and small eyes. Their plumage is pale and lacks strong markings compared with true owls. Owls have powerful claws called talons that are used for catching and killing prey. When most owls hunt, they quietly hide and wait for their potential dinner. Their large eyes let them see far distances at night. When they spot their prey, they swiftly swoop in and grab their meal with their sharp talons. Their swooping attack is silent, so their prey doesn't know they're in danger until it's too late. Most owls are nocturnal, but others are diurnal. Nocturnal means active during the night. Diurnal means active during the day. And then there are even owls that are crepuscular, meaning they are still active at dawn or dusk. Owls that are diurnal have different hunting tactics than nocturnal owls, who hide and wait for their prey. Diurnal owls are active hunters. During the day, they silently fly slow and low to the ground, listening and looking for prey. When they spot their prey, they swoop in and grab it. Their long legs let them grab prey that may be hiding in tall grass. Owls can turn their head 270 degrees. That's almost a full circle. Most humans can turn their head only 90 degrees. Owls have long, flexible necks. It's hard to see an owl's long neck because of their plumage, but you can see how long owls' necks are by looking at an owl skeleton. It's a good thing owls can turn their heads this far, because their big eyes are unable to move easily within their eye socket. Their eye structure includes a large retina that allows owls to see better at night. However, their eye shape does not allow them to glance from side to side, so being able to turn their head almost full circle is very helpful. Most owls have piercing yellow eyes. They have telescopic vision like humans, meaning they can see detail at far distances. This makes up for owls' poor color vision. We also say owls are farsighted, meaning they cannot clearly see objects close to their eyes. This helps them hunt, since their dinner has no intention of walking right up to them. Their eyes are better at detecting movement at far distances because of changes in the amount of light. So at night, they can spot a mouse moving in tall grass. Look out, little mousey! Actually, owls' superpower is not their eyesight, but their hearing. The shape of their head makes them very sensitive to sounds. Their ear openings are on each side of their head and are asymmetrical, meaning they are uneven or not aligned with one another. Mammals, like humans, have symmetrical or evenly placed ears. The asymmetry of owls' ear openings allow the owl to know exactly where a sound comes from. This is because the sound wave will hit one ear before the other. This allows an owl to pounce on its prey without even needing to look at it. Pretty incredible, huh? This explains why owls are very quiet flyers compared to other birds. They must fly silently so they can listen for prey. So what's on the menu? Owls eat mostly insects, small mammals, and birds. A few owl species eat fish. The beak of an owl is short, curved, and downward facing. The upper beak is usually hooked at the tip. This makes it great for tearing into its prey. Having a small beak helps the owl have excellent hearing because it doesn't block any sound waves from reaching the owl's ears. The color of owls' feathers help them blend in with their environment as camouflage. This is perfect for their hunting technique of hiding and quietly waiting for their dinner to come near them. Owls' coloration tends to match their environment. For instance, the snowy owl is typically all white, allowing them to blend in with the snow. Owls tend to be solitary. When owls are ready to mate, a male owl will hold a territory and sing to attract a female owl. If a female thinks the male's territory is a good place to raise babies, she will join the male owl. Together, they will sing a duet, alerting the other owls to know they are taken and not looking for a mate. Most female owls are larger than the males. When she lays eggs, she will stay at the nest to protect the eggs and chicks when they hatch. The male owl will hunt and bring back food to the nest for the female owl and their babies. Eventually, the chicks get too big and hungry for the male to provide for on his own. So his mate will hunt too. By this time, it is less risky for her to leave the nest. Owls are very loyal to their nests and often use the same nest for many years. They can be very territorial and will become aggressive towards intruders. So if you find an owl nest, admire from afar. A group of owls is called a parliament. You might have already known this if you watched our video, Animal Group Names. There are many different myths and symbolism that revolve around owls. For instance, in Western culture, owls are seen as wise. This dates back to ancient Greece when Athena, goddess of wisdom, had the owl as her symbol. Owls are smart, but are actually not as intelligent as some other birds like crows, parrots, and gulls. Owls are more creatures of habit. In Africa and native North American folklore, owls are seen as bad omens for death. There are many stories parents would tell their kids, warning them to come inside at night or else the owls will get you. Yikes! In Japan, owls are seen as lucky, and some cultures see owls as protectors against evil and are great spiritual leaders. So how you view owls may very well depend on where you grew up. All owls are listed as endangered. Owls are often poached for their meat and feathers. Humans have also torn down forests where owls live to take resources like wood and to build towns and cities. We do need to think about how to take care of our friends, the owls. Oh, hello there, Bertie. Those are some super cool facts about owls. What did you find the most fascinating about owls? Also, did you spot our friend Bertie? Let us know in the comments section below. We want to know where he's hiding and what you liked and disliked most about owls. Now it's time to watch another Socratica Kids video all about animals.
I made it! I made it! Congratulations! Oh, hello down there. Thank you. Do you have time for a quick interview? Oh, sure. I'm very tired, but kids, I persevered and made it to the top. You can do it. Never give up. Yeah, we were watching you climb up, then fall down, climb up, then fall down, climb up, then fall down. Okay, we get it. But I'm up here now. That's right. Why did you want to go up to the top of the water spout anyway, huh? I like to be high up to build my web. What's a web? It's my home. It's where I sleep, eat, and hunt. Hunt? In your own home? That's right. My web is very sticky. Insects fly into my web and get stuck. Then I eat them. Nom 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 nom. You eat insects? Yuck! Ugh! Oh, you're missing out, my friend. Missing out? Wait a minute, aren't you an insect? You're eating your own kind. I'm not an insect. I'm an arachnid. Arachnid? What? Arachnid. An insect has 6 legs and 3 body parts. Arachnids like me have 8 legs and 2 body parts. See? Interesting. So how do you make your web?
I built it using my sticky spider silk.
Sticky silk? Where do you get that? The spider store?
No, I make it. It comes from my spinnerets.
Oh, spinnerets. Oh, that's a fun word. Spinnerets, spinnerets. Spinneret, spinneret, spinneret,
Spinnerets,
spinneret,
spinnerets,
spinneret,
spinnerets,
spinneret,
spinnerets,
spinnerets, spinnerets, spinnerets, spinnerets, spinnerets.
Spinneret, 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 spinneret.
That's a very beautiful web you have up there. Did it take you very long to learn how to make webs?
It took me no time at all. Spiders are born knowing how to make their webs.
Wow! That is amazing! Hey, aren't you scared being that high up? What if you fall down and break all your bones?
I don't have any bones.
What?
I have an exoskeleton. That means I don't have bones in my body, but I have a hard outer shell that protects me. It's kind of like fingernails.
Whoa! I had no idea. So does that mean you can't grow?
No, I do. When spiders grow, we shed our old exoskeleton and make a new one that's a little bigger. It's called molting.
Molting? More like revolting. Ha ha! Ha ha!
Hey man, I'm not making fun of you for only having 2 legs.
What?
I have 8 legs, and each leg has 6 joints.
What? You have 48 knees?
That's right.
You're so weird.
Can I get another interviewer?
Nope. All the other puppets are afraid of you.
Why is everyone afraid of spiders? Ah!
I don't know. I have no fear.
A lot of people and animals are afraid of spiders. It's called arachnophobia.
Ha ha ha! What a bunch of weirdos!
Do you think everyone is a weirdo?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I think you're a weirdo.
Oh, really? Well, I'm not the one with silk shooting out of my spinnerets. Oh, there's that fun word again. Spinnerets.
Stop it.
Spinnerets.
Quit it.
Spinnerets. Spinnerets.
Stop.
Spinnerets.
Stop it!
Okay. Interview done.
Weirdo.
Bye now. Hello, children. I'm getting ready for Halloween. That means I get to make spooky things in the lab. Boo, boo, boo. Today we're going to make ghosts that fly. You're not afraid of ghosts, are you, children? You won't be after we make these together. You'll see. They're just tissue paper. They can't hurt you. Now let's gather all of our materials together. We need some tissue paper, a pair of scissors, and a felt tip pen, and a balloon. Do you have everything? You could leave out the felt tip pen, I guess, but it's nice to give the ghosts faces. Aren't they cute? Yes. Okay, children, the first step is to draw the ghost. I like to make mine with little arms. Hello, little ghosties. I call him Boobert. Next, we want to cut them out. Be very careful with the scissors. If you're a little kid, you might want to use safety scissors. Those are the kind with the rounded tips. It's a good idea to use those until you're really good at cutting things. I'm really good at cutting things, but that's because I have many years of experience. Now lay your finished ghost down on a surface. Next, blow up your balloon and tie it shut. This part is very difficult, but I can do it because, again, I have many years of experience in blowing up balloons and tying them shut. See? But that's okay. That happens sometimes. If that happens to you children, you just have to try again. Oh, for this part, you need some hair. I forgot to include that in the materials. If you don't have hair, you'll have to borrow a friend who has some. Rub the balloon on your hair. Give it a good old rub-a-dub-dub. Okay. Oh, this is tickles. Now we're ready to make our ghost fly. Hold your balloon close over the ghost. And there we go. Whoa! Look at that! They're taking off! Oh, my! Wow! Boo! Ha-ha! Now, why is this happening? It's because of static electricity. There are two kinds of electricity. The kind that powers all of our gadgets is electric current. That's when electrons flow through wires. This is different. Static electricity is when charges build up on something. When we rub the balloon on our hair, we made the balloon negatively charged. The balloon is grabbing electrons from your hair. The electrons are negative, and the tissue paper has positive charges that are attracted to the negative electrons. Did you ever hear that saying, opposites attract? That's what's going on here, children. We can try different materials. What do you think would fly best? Tissues? Toilet paper? Regular paper. Let's try. Now we're doing a real experiment. I have a hypothesis. I think the lightest material will fly best. Okay, here we go. Well, what do you know? I was right! With spooky science, my friends. If you'd like to see us do more experiments, click on one of these videos. They're fun and educational. Go on, click one. Either one is good. Really, they're both good.